And there's a story that Master tells of, there's a saint in India who was, or Guru Ramak. And he lived outside this village, and he had people who would come and he would teach them. And there's one rich man who decided that he, mostly because he thought it would be a nice idea to be considered holy more than he wanted to be really holy, but he got infatuated with the idea of finding a spiritual teacher. So he went and approached Guru Ramak, and he came with his 2 servants and with his wife. And he said, "Would you please teach us, holy man?" And Guru Ramak said, "Well, people have to, before I teach them, they have to pass a test." He said, "Okay, yes, we can do that, no problem. We will pass the test." So he went out to his garden and he picked some bananas, and he gave each of the people 2 bananas. He said, "Okay, the test is, I want you to go out to the most secluded, hidden spot that you can find, and I want you to eat these bananas. But when you eat these bananas, no one else can be seeing you eat these bananas. You have to eat them completely secretively." So the rich man says, "Piece of cake." And he goes and ducks into the bathroom of a friend's house and stuffs the bananas in his mouth and comes back and the holy man, "See, I've eaten the bananas. I even ate the peels. And it's all gone." And the holy man says, "Oh, that's interesting that you could find so quickly a place where you are completely alone." And the servants also went out and they wandered around a little bit more, and they finally found some deep, dark caves out in the woods, and they went into the caves and ate the bananas, and then they came back and said, "Yes, we were in the cave. Are you sure no one saw you?" And he said, "Yeah, we're in the caves. We couldn't even see the bananas. It was so dark in there." So of course nobody could see these. They ate them. And then they waited and waited, and the wife didn't come back and didn't come back. And finally, at dusk, she came back in. She said, "Oh, great Guru, I have failed in your test. I could not find nowhere where I was alone. I went into the meadows, and the flowers were there watching me and looking at me. And I went into the mountains, and the great mountain was there looking down at me and always sharing my experience with me. And I went into the caves. I figured, oh, they won't be here. Into the darkness of the caves, when I heard a voice, 'Am I not always with you? How can you hide in the darkness? I am the light that shineth in darkness.' And a light came and illuminated my bananas. And and I closed my eyes and I said, okay, I will ignore this light so that I can do this. And my own thoughts started saying, aren't we always there? Aren't we always with you? Aren't we always watching? And isn't the great knower of all things behind all these thoughts in there? So great Guru, I have failed. I cannot ever be alone because this universe, I am one. I am always part of it and there's always somebody with it. And the Guru said, yes, you alone have understood what I am wanted on this test, and you shall be the Guru of your husband and the two servants. So it's that humility.